Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday. A little bit of a slower start this morning. I'm still in that morning mindset. My voice is a little scratchy. My nose is a little sniffly today, so we had a little bit of a slow start. Now that I find myself back in Colorado rather than in Florida, let me tell you, the air here, very thin, and the allergies here, my body is not adjusting. But if you're new here, I'm Sharon Clear. I am a meditation guide and a hypnotist, and this is where I invite you to join me in a morning routine, a guided morning routine with a little meditation, sometimes a little yoga, a little movement, and just some general mindfulness. Sometimes we do some journaling. So if you'd like to add some structure, add some more guidance into your morning, make your morning more mindful, then these little mindful mornings are for you and for me. So let me know in the comments how you're feeling. How are you doing this morning? Oh my god, I hope this tea saves me and my voice. So you'll have to bear with me today. Still in my pajamas, got crazy hair, no makeup, just showing up authentically for you and for me in the morning. And that's really what a morning routine is about. It's just showing up as you are and starting your day on the right foot, coming however you are. And I've definitely done that today because, feeling rough. So, I was on the plane yesterday, flying back to Denver, and I'm looking around, right? I'm staring out the window, and I'm looking out, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. You know, we're flying up in the air. Everything's getting smaller. I'm watching the clouds go by, and it's just bliss, like absolute bliss, absolutely amazing. Flying is, to me, really amazing. And I look around, and everybody's on their phone, on their laptop, got their headphones on, watching the screen, and I was like, how could you miss this moment of stillness? You know, what I used to love about being on a plane was that you couldn't do anything, and you just had however many hours your flight was to just be with yourself, be with your thoughts, floating in the sky, right? And I think, you know, our society in general has gotten really used to filling our time, just that, filling all of those little moments with something, right? With our phone mostly. Here, let me adjust you so you can be more centered. There we are. So, always filling our time, entertaining ourselves always, right? And I think that this is bad for your dopamine, your happy hormone levels, right? or less regulated. There's less of that detox. Having moments of stillness, moments of boredom even, is really very valuable. And so today I thought we would just focus on being present, just being here in this moment, feeling that morning sunrise coming in. Oh, turn off those notifications and see this is what I'm talking about. No, thank you. Everything off. You might do the same. Everything off, right? So that we can just be with what is actually here and now, with no distractions from anybody else, anybody wanting to sell us something, anybody wanting to text us. This is just your morning, okay? So let's be present with that. And the other day I flipped to a page in here that was rather relevant to this. And I wrote to myself, here we are. Okay. It says, may my mind rest where my feet stand and merely prepare me for my next step, right? Bringing that mindfulness in. So we'll take a moment, just a brief moment today to journal. If you want to set an intention for the day, if you want to free flow with your thoughts, whatever feels right to you, whatever you're feeling called to. My intention is going to be to allow my mind to be where my feet stand in this moment. Being present. And in our meditation today, I'll give you some techniques. If you've meditated with me before, this will be very familiar. A general technique that you can do to help you be more present, help you be with this moment in your awareness. If you want some more guidance in your journaling, you can just do a little check-in, ask yourself how you're feeling. Ooh, the tea is very strong today. It's probably a good thing I need it. It's a bit bitter though. Being present in my awareness, where my feet stand, right? Listening and finding and seeking those moments of stillness instead of turning to your phone, instead of turning to some form of entertainment, right? Allowing those pauses, those breaths between the somethingnesses. The somethingnesses, right? The breaths of being between all the doing, breaths of nothing between all the somethings. Finding, seeking, being in those moments, right? So if you want to pause here and continue to journal, if that is calling you this morning, if that is what feels right to you today, please, by all means. Uh-oh, it says we're having bad connection. That's a bummer. Frankly, I don't know what to do about that. I had a feeling this might happen this morning. I hope that this turns out smoothly. If not, we're just going to keep on going. Keep on rolling. So, allowing yourself to be here, right? So come into a meditative posture. Again, pause if you want to keep on journaling, and then you can catch up. We're going to let the shoulders drop down, and the chin's going to become level. Those allergies. A little bit of a rough guiding voice for you today, but we'll make it through. And before you close your eyes, let's really be aware of where we are. Allow your eyes to gaze around the room, noticing colors, light and shadow, texture. Notice the space from you to the space in front of you, all the way to the wall, or to the items around you. Notice the space from you to the items, the walls beside you. The space from you behind you. You don't have to turn to look, just be cognizant and aware of it. Go to the crown of your head and notice the space, all the space above the head into the ceiling, or if you're outside, all the way up to the sky. And notice your seat where you're sitting here now. Feel yourself on the ground. The shins, the thighs, wherever you're touching the ground, feel yourself ground down. This one little space on earth in the universe, you find yourself here in this place. Notice what it feels like to be here. And sigh into it, breathe into it. We'll start to breathe in. And as you breathe out, the eyes close. Breathing in, gazing and breathing out, the eyes close even heavier, sinking deeper into now. Eyes open and fall closed. Last time, they sink deeper. And you find yourself breathing here now. And as you breathe, let's notice and observe the body. Notice your body as a whole. Just checking in, noticing how you feel today. If any points of tension stick out, breathing through those spaces. And imagining with every breath that just naturally breaks up that tension and you find more ease. And as you scan the body, notice any places in the body where you're carrying any emotional energy. Notice if you feel any emotions in the body, felt emotions. If any of those emotions feel a bit heavy, a bit sticky, remember that you can bring the breath into that space, and effortlessly the breath breaks it up, filling it with space, and on the exhales it releases some of that tension. And let the focus fade, if any, and let the mind do as it will, just listening, noticing if anything arises, and just acknowledging, allowing thoughts to come in and float away effortlessly. Just checking in with this state of mind and listening to your thoughts like you would listen to a nice, dear friend. When you listen to a friend, there's no judgment and there's no pressure for them to speak. You're just holding space for yourself. And the thoughts naturally fade. And you take this moment, enjoy this moment to just be. All of these different parts and pieces coming together in one moment. Your surroundings, your body, emotions, thoughts. All of this just one sense of being. Just be, just breathe. Nothing need be done. not now, but in a moment, I'll begin to count backwards from 5. And not now, but the moment I reach 1, your eyes will gently blink open, and you'll find yourself here and now, ready for that next step in your day, ready for whatever this day may hold for you, knowing that you have everything that you need inside of you. And I count 5, remembering yourself sitting on the floor or your cushion or your bed. 4, noticing the body. 3, taking a deep breath in. Sip at the top. An audible exhale. 2. And 1. The eyes blink open, feeling awake and aware, awake and aware. And once more, taking a look around at your here and now. Notice the body. Notice any residual thoughts or emotions, and we'll take one more deep breath in and let it all out. Shake it out even. Bring some movement back into the body. A little spinal twist, if that feels right to you, reaching overhead and down through center. On the exhale, we'll do that 2 more times. Breathing in. Energy back into the body and breathing out. Breathing in and out. How are you feeling? Let me know in the comments how you're doing after that little meditation, after our little check-in. If anything came up for you in your meditation, you can always write that down in your journal. And now I think we'll do just a little bit of some movement to transition into our day, to bring some physical energy back into the body. And of course, my yoga mat I've left in Florida. Sad, but I'll be back and reunited with it soon. But let's readjust you so that you can see, and in the meantime, set up your own space for just some gentle light movement. And some light asana to get that flow moving through the body, energy for whatever the day may hold for you. All right. So I think you can see me. Let's do a little test here. I think that seems fine. The question is, can you hear me? And I think we got to turn the microphone up just a smidge. Okay. Sip of tea. Roll your yoga mat out if you have one. And we are going to start with just some simple qigong shaking. Some bouncing and shaking about. It's very good for resetting the energy and breaking up any stuck energies in the body, okay? So I like to start in the heels, okay? So we're bouncing in the heels and allowing the rest of the body to sort of feel that reverberation. So everything shakes. Be silly with it. Part of authentically showing up is not being afraid to do silly things. Shake, shake, shake. Bouncing through the heels. Really let the shoulders drop down, bend through the knees. Find your own bounce. Nice big sighs out. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathing in and out. And start to slow it down. Breathing in and out. Really slow it down. couple more breaths if you need. And then close the eyes, ground down through the feet, open up through the palms, and just feel into that stillness. Feel into this moment, feel into the body. A moment of just stillness. Big sighs of relief. We're going to take another Qigong movement technique here. So you're going to take all 4 of your fingers and you're going to place them through the center line of your forehead and you're going to brush out like so. You're doing like this, you see here? And then through the center line of the hair, messing up my already crazy bed head. All the way down through the back. And then, like so. And then you're supposed to shake it out. Shaking through the fingers. Okay. Then we're going to breathe in. And we're going to do some sun salutations. Just gentle movement through the body. And as we do this, really focus on being present, being into the body, staying focused on the here and now, moving through your space gently. On this last one, we're going to forward fold, breathing in, swan dive, forward fold. Remember, you can bend the knees as much as you need. Let the head hang heavy. And you can sway side to side. Bend the knees even more if you need. And we're going to press the palms into the ground. We're going to lean into the left side so that we can send the right foot back into a low lunge here. From here, drop the heel down into a warrior one position. So this back foot, I don't know if you can see, is at a 45-degree angle to what would be the top of my mat. So we're coming into warrior one. The feet are train tracked and my hips are parallel forward. From here, we're going to lift up on an inhale and slight back bend on the exhale. Cactusing the arms and breathing out. We'll do that 2 more times. Lean into your lunge. The knees should be stacked over the ankle and you should be able to see your big toe. Breathing in. And exhale. Last time we're going to open up to a warrior 2 position. We're going to breathe in. We're going to rotate on the ball of our foot, opening up through the hips. The hips are going to be at a 45-degree angle to the top of the mat. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle to the back of the mat. This Colorado air has me winded. We're going to sink down in the hips. I'm from here. I never thought this would happen to me. Knee is still directly over the ankle. We're going to open up into our warrior position using the hands, energetically reaching through the fingertips. And then we're going to reverse our warrior, sliding this back hand down the back leg, reaching to the back of the room. Back through center. Reaching forward And then we're gonna drop the elbow to the knee or reach all the way to the floor or bring the elbow to the rest on the knee, reaching up and forward with the right hand. We're gonna windmill it back to a neutral position with the torso and the shoulders. And then we're gonna windmill all the way down. So we're gonna rotate on this back foot. The hips are gonna come forward. The arms are gonna windmill down like so, all the way down to the mat, squeezing through your core. From here, this back foot is gonna send backwards to the right foot. So I press into the hands, I lift up through the chest to create space, I squeeze in using my core and step back into a plank and push into a downward dog. So my downward dog, I press back through the shoulders, back through the hips. And we're going to come into a bit of a vinyasa here, so push forward into plank, bring the elbows in, you can drop the knees if you need, and we'll lower the chest and come up through upward dog. In the upward dog, don't drop the shoulders to the chin. Instead, we want to be extended open through the heart, pressing actively through the palms of the hands, especially in that space to protect the wrist, the space of the palms, spreading the fingertips, pushing through the index finger. Shoulders are pressed down, neck is lifted. From here, lifting the hips back through plank and back through downward dog. From here, our right foot is going to step all the way through between the hands. If you struggle with this, you can always step on the outside, step to where you need, walk yourself up and adjust, okay? Or you can step all the way through, adjust that back foot to a warrior one position, and lift up through the torso. Knee should be over ankle. Back foot 45 degrees to the top of the mat. My hips are at a subtle angle to the top of the mat too. Torso is to the front of the mat. And we'll breathe in. And on the exhale, cactusing the arms, dropping it down, breathing in, the arms rise. Cactus the arms on the exhale. Reaching through, last time. And on this last time, we'll windmill all the way down. So reaching down towards the mat. Hands frame that front foot. That's not what we did. Reach it back up. We're gonna open up to warrior two. Back ankle, open up here. So, from here, that front foot, checking the knee is stacked over the ankle. The arms come up to neutral, energetic through the fingers. This back foot is about 45 degrees to the back of the mat. Holding here, sink deeper if you can. If you need, come back out. So find what works for you. Find the right warrior two for you today. From here, we'll slide our back hand, our left hand down the left leg, reaching back with the right arm. Coming back through center, lifting up, reaching forward on the mat, and bringing the elbow to the knee to rest here, or all the way down, stretching up. And reaching forward with the left hand. The torso will rise following that left hand, back through warrior two, and then we will windmill down, rotating on that back foot, framing the front foot with the hands. From here, we're going to step forward into a forward fold. So the back left leg will step forward, meeting the right, bending the knees as much as you need. The head hangs heavy. And we'll swing side to side. Slowly roll up through the base of the spine. The last thing to rise should be the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, imagine grounding down through the feet. Allow the eyes to fall closed. And a moment to be present. To just be. To find that stillness. Let the eyes open. Notice how you feel in the body. If you feel any different from when we began, be aware of the body being present. And from here, we'll come back to a seated. If you want to pause here, or if you want to replay and do more sun salutations, that is absolutely available to you. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a little better. This morning after that plane ride and with the altitude and my allergies. Ugh. But a little bit of mindfulness, that is the medicine. That is the medicine I needed this morning, and I hope you feel the same. So, take a moment to yourself, whatever you need. Listen to that internal voice. Ask yourself, out of your personal morning routine, how can you serve yourself best? Is that journaling a little bit more? Is that going back and doing another sun salutation? Is that doing some more shaking in the qigong? Listen to your own internal voice. Tomorrow, if I get this internet situation figured out, what I would like to do is share with you how I structure my personal morning routines so that you can start to curate your own routines, your own mindful practices into your life with ease. So I'll show you how I both create structure and fluidity in my routines so that they can change and grow with me over time. And I do that using Notion and some other tools that I will share with you. So, I hope you all have a beautiful day. I can't thank you enough for the space and time that you spend in self-care. I really believe it is for the highest good. So I am proud of you for showing up. Thank you for being here. And namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everybody. I'll see you back here tomorrow.